A federal judge ruled in favor of Harvard University in its legal battle with the Trump administration, allowing the Ivy League school to move forward in seeking restoration of nearly $3 billion in federal research funding previously frozen by the White House. U.S. District Judge Allison Burroughs rejected the administration's claim that the funding cuts were motivated by concerns over antisemitism on campus, calling it a smokescreen for an ideologically driven attack on leading universities. Her ruling emphasized that Harvard had taken steps to address antisemitism and underscored the importance of safeguarding academic freedom and free speech. The decision marks a significant victory for Harvard, the only university to challenge the administration in court. Burroughs noted that courts have a duty to ensure research grants are not terminated arbitrarily, highlighting the constitutional protections for academic freedom. Harvard President Alan M. Garber praised the ruling, stating it affirms the university's First Amendment and procedural rights and supports its mission to uphold academic freedom and advance critical scientific research. He added that Harvard will continue to monitor the ruling's implications and navigate the evolving legal landscape. The White House condemned the ruling, echoing former President Trump's criticism of the judge and asserting that Harvard had failed to protect students from harassment and discrimination. A spokesperson indicated that the administration plans to appeal, maintaining that the university does not have a constitutional right to federal funds. The Trump administration had frozen or terminated federal grants and contracts worth nearly $3 billion, citing the university's alleged failure to address campus antisemitism and demanding audits, merit-based admissions policies, and the elimination of diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. During the July court hearing, the administration argued it had authority to withhold funding because it deemed Harvard insufficiently responsive to alleged antisemitism, claiming the university prioritized campus protests over research. Burroughs, however, found no evidence that any research labs were involved in anti-Semitic behavior or that Jewish scientists were being targeted. She concluded that the funding freeze could harm those the administration claimed to protect and that the administration had not provided a reasoned explanation for how terminating grants would combat antisemitism. The judge highlighted that Harvard had demonstrated concrete harm from the loss of funding, regardless of the university's ability to absorb the financial impact. Burroughs' ruling stresses that federal funding decisions must be grounded in reasoned, lawful judgment and not used as leverage for ideological objectives. This decision could set a precedent for how courts evaluate disputes over federal research funding, academic freedom, and institutional autonomy.